Hi, my name is Kyle Bigley, and I'll be serving as your USG for ILMUNC for the specialized committees. So I'm here with two of my chairs, Parth Chopra and Rima Jamal. They'll be chairing the International Monetary Fund Committee, and so we're just going to introduce them. Parth?
Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Parth. It's like Darth Vader with a P. I'm a sophomore in the MNC program, so I'm getting 1 degree in computer science and then 1 degree from Wharton with concentrations in finance and management.
My name is Rima Jamal. I'm a sophomore in the College of Arts and Sciences. I'm studying PPE, which is philosophy, politics, and economics, and I'm getting a minor in marketing. And just to top part off, my name is Rima with an A. I think that's a cooler way to remember it.
I don't know, it's okay.
So just about the committee, what topics are we going to be dealing with this year?
Definitely. So one of the topics is IMF conditioning, which is essentially how when the IMF makes loans to all these different countries, it attaches certain restrictions on it, right? The question becomes how and what type of restrictions it should attach on these loans, and whether they interfere with another borrowing country's sovereignty, and how do you maintain that very delicate balance between it?
Sure, and the other topic that we're going to be discussing is exchange rates. In the more globalized economy that we have in today's world, a lot of times countries can be considered to depreciating their currency on purpose, so they have an ability to increase the amount of exports that they have and therefore be a larger role in the global economy. Again, that becomes a problem because the way that the IMF has currently defined exchange rates is that the country does it with a specific intent, and that intent is really difficult sometimes to actually make sure. But it's a really exciting topic, and it completely affects every single country because of the globalized way the trade is working now.
So as chairs, you'll be dealing with a lot of delegates. What do you look for in the ideal delegate?
Definitely. So for me personally, I think it's a combination of one, of course, how do you communicate when you're called on, how good of a speech do you make, and then very importantly is also what you do in your odd mod. Personally, I'm looking for a lot of collaboration. Model UN tends to have a lot of alpha A type people, so it's always good to kind of know your position and be willing to compromise, and that's what I'm really looking for. I'm not just looking for the one person who is just going to try to dominate everything and not be considered everyone else. I want to see a lot of collaboration, a lot of diplomacy, and more of I just want to see what you can bring to the table.
Yeah, and of course, and going off of what Parth said, one of the most important things about Model UN is that you have to keep in line with your country's position. Of course, there are going to be people who have the best way of public speaking and they're extremely good negotiators, but we will have an understanding of each of the country's positions, and if they're not going in line with the country they're saying, essentially that's just a debate, it's not necessarily Model UN. So those are the qualities that we look for in delegates, and we're positive most of people have those.
And actually, one last point on that. Another cool thing to look for is kind of just innovative solutions, especially the topics we have. They haven't been solved yet, right? There's been a lot of attempts at them, right? But if you could come up with very creative, very out-of-the-box ideas and bring them to committee as well, that would be we will look very favorable upon that as well.
Awesome. So what are you looking forward to most in committee?
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually going to be my first time chairing on the collegiate level. Parth and I both competed a lot on the circuit. That's actually where we met. But at the same time, I've never really been a chair on the collegiate level. I'm really looking forward to being on the other side because during my time, I was definitely a delegate who really enjoyed Model UN. But at the same time, I haven't had the experience on the behind the scenes as a chair.
Yeah, so I've done ILMUNC for 3 years actually, when I was in high school, and I've had a fantastic time. This is my first time again chairing ILMUNC. So again, I'm definitely looking forward to see what goes on the other side. And I think it's just gonna be a combination of seeing what I saw, what I did in high school, and kind of what worked and what didn't well, and kind of changing that aspect of it as well. And just honestly seeing what you guys can bring. I'm looking forward to that.
Do you have any funny experiences from ILMUNC that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess there is one. So last year I was actually staffing one of the crisis committees, and I don't know if you guys have ever done crises before, but there's sometimes gaps when like you submit something and you're waiting for a response. So there was a longer gap because the committee had just done a lot of stuff, and we needed to kind of just like deal with that on the staff end, but we didn't. They were kind of like getting kind of a little bit bored, and this is a midnight crisis. So we actually had them go and we had them run around the hotel multiple times, as in like a kind of like an act, and they had a really fun time there. And in the meantime, while they were running around, we were just taking care of all the notes and all the crisis updates and stuff. So that was very entertaining.
Okay, gotcha. So I served as Assistant Secretary General for ILMUNC last year, and one of the responsibilities that we had was actually selling merch. And I have a friend, her name's Anna, I'm pretty sure she's actually chairing one of the committees, and she has this extremely international background, grew born in Serbia, lived in New Zealand, so she has a really unique accent. And someone came up to her and like completely accused of her of like falsifying her accent, and she had no idea how to respond to that. She's like, "This is my accent. Like, there's no way for me to prove to you that this is not the accent, because there's no other way I can possibly speak." So it took like a bunch of people for them to convince that Anna definitely had that accent, and she was probably like the most international person in the room at the time. So it was definitely like a unique situation, because I've never heard someone so blatantly falsify someone's accent before.
Also, now we'll have a little fun with the chairs. We're just gonna do rapid fire.
Okay.
Donald Trump or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
Kanye
Gotta go
West.
use his.
Beyonce or Taylor Swift?
Ooh, Beyonce.
Beyonce, parts out coffee.
I'm going first.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate stop.
Is why they're sharing together. Moderated or unmoderated caucuses?
Unmoderated.
Ooh, moderated.
You gotta go mod.
I like dominating. Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay.
What's your favorite country to represent?
I will actually go with Cote d'Ivoire, because that's the first country I ever represented. That was my first conference, and I actually did really well with like a very tiny country.
That's really
So I know an unhealthy amount of Cote d'Ivoire.
What's the capital?
Just kidding, I don't know that. Cote d'Ivoire.
For me, actually, I like being in any country that's within the BRICS organizations, like Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, just because they have these really strong emerging economies. So we have a lot to talk about, but still they have issues like any other developing nation, but they have the economy to support these type of developmental issues.
I see Parks going a little casual with the no tie. What do you guys usually like to wear at a conference?
Whatever's comfortable, as long as you wear merchandise.
So the better response is we've already decided all 4 days we're going to be matching, so
I
his
just found out.
tie,
I literally found out.
his tie is going to coordinate exactly with either my necklace or my dress. So
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Okay, now we're gonna do truth or dare with our two chairs. Truth or dare?
I'll go with truth.
I guess I'll have to compromise.
Okay, I have the same question for you guys. Have you ever crushed on someone at a Model UN conference?
I actually have. Back when I was in high school, one of my vice chairs actually was very attractive and very like composed and stuff like that. So yeah, there was teenage me crushing on a Model UN chair there.
There you go.
I was way too serious about being a delegate. Did not have time to crush on anyone. All focused on the gavel.
You can have.
Awesome.
Work and play.
All right, well, we're all done. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to both of you, and we can't wait to see you guys at committee.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kyle. Looking forward to seeing all of you guys.
It's going to be a fantastic experience.